Hi everyone, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to share with you how I make a baggy pants from an oversized pants for this lovely girl. Here's the pants before. It's a very big pants with a cutting line in the middle of the leg. And here's the pants that my friend wants to have. It's a baggy pants. First step, I'm going to unsew the waistband and two sides of the pants. Then I unsew the middle seam and the legs. After unsewing, I fold the black pants at one leg to apply to the brown pants. Make sure the cutting line of the brown pants will be in the middle of the leg of the black one. Then drawing along the edge of the black pants to the brown one. After drawing, you can use the ruler to draw again to make sure your drawing straight. Then cutting by the drawing line, and you will have the front body of the pants. The back body of the pants will be similar to the front, but the crotch will be 4 cm longer than the front. Because the front body has a cutting at the old pocket, so I'm cutting from there to create the pocket area for the baggy band. Don't forget to overlocking after cutting to protect the fabric. At the pocket area of the front body, I'm going to make the new pocket by using the old one. But the pocket style is different, so I'm applying it to the pocket area of the front body to draw the new pocket shape. After cutting, I fix one end of the pocket to the pocket area at the front body by the bins before sewing. Then I'm making another seam outside the previous one to hide the lining fabric of the pocket. Next step, I'm going to connect two front bodies together at the crotch curve. However, I just connect from 16 cm to the end because I will have the zipper at the top. Moving to the next step, I'm drawing 2 rectangles. The first rectangle is 4 cm high and 18 cm width. The second rectangle is 8 cm high and 18 cm width. But I will fold the second rectangle in half, so it will be the same size as the first rectangle. Now, I'm fixing the zipper into the second rectangle at one side. I use the pins to hold them together, then sewing. Next step, I install it into the front body at the top of the cross curve on the right side. One tip here is opening the zipper while sewing will help you sew easier, and trying to sew the cross curve close to the zipper to have the nice seam. Now, I'm fixing the first rectangle to the left side of the cross curve by using the pins to hold them and sewing. Then I sew another seam outside the previous one to keep the rectangle to inside the cross curve. To make sure the zipper will be inside, I use the pins to fix two sides of the cross curve together before fixing the zipper to the first rectangle and sewing. I'm also making another seam next to it and close to the zipper to keep it stay there. Then I'm sewing another seam to fix the first rectangle to the front body to finish the zipper. Remember, we will have a curve at the end of the seam, and also sew a part of the second rectangle at the end too. Now, I'm measuring the width of the belly of the black band and the brown band to know how many centimeters I need to fold in the brown one. Because the width of the black band is 34 centimeters and the width of the brown one is 44 centimeters, so I will fold 4 centimeters at two sides of the front body. I'm making two folds with 4 centimeters each one at each side, so the total width after folding will be 36 cm, which is 2 cm longer than the black one. Moving to the back body, I'm fixing two back bodies together at the cross curve by the bins, then sewing. Instead of making the folds like the front body, I'm making the different folds at the back by making two triangles facing to each other at each side. Each triangle will be 2 cm width and 15 cm length. Folding two triangles together, then sewing. Remember to check the final width of the back after sewing to make sure it will be 36 cm, same size with the front body. Next step is connecting the front and the back body together. I use the bins to hold them before sewing. Then I'm folding the end of the lace to inside and sewing at the old seam, so I can keep the old folding line of the lace. Move to the top of the pants. I'm going to make the waistband for it by using the leftover fabric from the lace. I measure the length and the width of the black band first to apply to the brown one. I'm drawing two rectangles with 12 cm width and 40 cm length. Then I'm sewing at one side of the rectangle after cutting to connect them together. To make the waistband thicker, I'm using the lining fabric to put inside, then using the iron to make the foldings to create the waistband. Now I'm fixing the waistband into the pants by using the pins, then sewing. Last step is installing the button at the end of the waistband. Instead of using the normal button, I'm using this button set to not making the buttonholes and hide the buttons. But you can use the normal button with the buttonhole if you like. And we finished this DIY. Here is the final transformation. It's a very nice baggy band with the zipper and 2 front pockets. The folding at the front and the back make it so vintage. And the cutting is in the center of the leg make the pants more special. But the most satisfying feeling is it fit perfectly on my friends. She really loved it. It's my first time DIY pants with zipper and front pockets, but it turns out so great. Let me know your thinking about this DIY and give me your feedback to make it better. And subscribe to my channel to check my other video. See you soon!